Hey, everybody, and welcome to a bonus episode of our new parent orientations. This one is for you and your campers. We are going to talk about mentor hikes today. We're going to talk about some of our favorite ones. We're going to talk about what you can bring to these so you feel a little bit prepared when you come here. And to do that, I have two very special guests joining me today, and they're going to tell you everything about it. So without further ado, I give you guys Andy and Emily. All right, here we go. Drop it. And Jacqueline, thank you for your help. Are you sitting there? Or are you gonna? Oh, you just hang out. Okay. All right. So we have Andy over here to my left, and we have Emily to my right. Thanks, guys, so much for taking time for me. Really appreciate it. You guys are like technically off in between hikes right now, and I really appreciate that you taking time to talk to us. So, yeah. So let's just start with you, Andy. Tell us about like this is how many years you've been at GRP. What was your story here, and what are some things that you like?
This is my second summer here, just getting started. I like that it is not Texas, where I'm from. I never really appreciated the Appalachian Mountains until I got here. I thought all the cool geology was in the Rockies, but I've really come to love this area and the waterfalls, and it's really not like any place else on earth. So
that's wonderful. And you've got a hike you're going to tell us about. But before we get there, let's talk to Emily. Emily, hey, Emily.
Hi.
So good. Emily, how many years have you been at GRP?
This is my fourth summer.
Your fourth summer.
GRP.
Wow.
Get my stick.
Yeah, and you were when I was a counselor in 2015, you were my adopted person. You were like the mentor assigned to my cabin.
And it was lovely.
It was so much fun. We had so much fun with kids. It was a good time. And so you're going to tell us about one of your favorite hikes, but what are some things that you love about camp?
I love that it's not Mississippi, which is where I'm from. I love the SIP, but it is hot and it is buggy, and it's really quite cool and not too many bugs here. And I just love the hikes. I love going on a hike every morning and looking at all the different plants, because there's so much biodiversity here, and that's like so cool. Every step, there's just a new thing to look at.
There's just a new thing everywhere you go, and especially during the summer where things are alive and blooming and running around. Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. Well, shall we get started about the hikes? Sure. Andy, how about you tell us the hike that you've chosen to talk about today, and tell us all about it.
I've chosen the hike that I just came back from, and that is Long Rock to Cave. It can also be done Cave to Long Rock.
Oh.
But I didn't even really unpack my bag. So basically it's my favorite because you see the most things. You got the bivouac, you got Long Rock, Labyrinth, Gem Mine, and the cave. The cave is the best, and it's the end of the hike. That's a lot to cram in.
That's so much. I don't even think if we were to talk through the whole hike, we'd be here for 3 hours.
Yeah, I could spend the whole time at the Gem Line.
So tell us about the cave. Like that's kind of the main ticket item, right? Like what do you see in the cave?
The cave's pretty famous. Most campers have either been there and really want to go back, or they've heard about it. And they're just like, are we going to the cave? Is this the cave? It's like, no, it's the bivouac.
Yeah, that's a hole in the ground.
But yeah, it's a really special hike. It's not a water hike, so it's a little bit dry. Easier. Yeah, you don't need to wear any special footwear or anything. And the only thing I recommend is a flashlight. So I normally bring this, which has a red light on it, which is nice in the cave, to kind of scale down to darkness. And then another flashlight for seeing in the dark cave as well.
Excellent. So what is, if someone were going to the cave for the first time and they were going to get ready for it, what is something they'd want to keep in mind? Is there anything, maybe something they might be afraid of that would make them feel comfortable
Well,
they're new?
I just had 15 young lady campers in there, and they faced some fears about spiders and crickets in there, because they're pretty much always there. Everyone's always excited to see salamanders, which are a little more uncommon to see there. But I just try to tell everybody, mind where you put your hands and feet, tread lightly, and you'll be just fine. So yeah, I think most of the fears associated with the cave are more kind of instilled on them by someone else. So
yeah, because everybody's in there together, and it's a very fun place to explore.
yeah.
And
you can see daylight in the first
Yeah.
chamber. So, that's as far as, you need to go if you don't want to
Yeah.
go in the dark, and you still get the experience.
So when you walk into the cave, what are some things that you hear and see when you get in there?
Right now you hear the water. Water is running through the cave, and yeah, you just have this like column of light, so you kind of can see dust or water vapor moving in.
There's like a chimney in the first room, right? Yeah, that's really cool. What does it smell like?
Smells damp. Smells like dirty wet leaves.
It's a very earthy smell.
Yeah.
Smells like cool. And so what else do we wear protection in the cave?
Yeah, we wear a helmet just in case, you stand up too fast and smash your head. But other than that, it's pretty, low preparation. You just need lights.
Cool.
And even then, if they don't have lights, it's okay, because if there's 10 of us in there and 7 of us have lights, it's no big deal. Sometimes I hand one of these off.
Yeah.
If someone's really
Do you like to wear like pants or anything in the cave?
I'll do pants or shorts.
Cool.
It's no big deal.
Great. Cool. All right. Well, shall we give Andy a round of applause? Jacqueline of the Great. Thanks, Andy. The cave. That's the cave in a nutshell. Y'all hopefully all get to see the cave. A lot of fun. Emily, tell us about your hike. What hike have you chosen today?
I've chosen the river hike.
Okay.
Which I think our campers go on quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody goes to the river at least once during a session. Mm-hmm. And I chose it because everybody likes to get in the water.
Right.
And I love the river hike because there's just so many living things next to the river. There's lots of edible things.
Oh,
river,
yeah.
Cool.
Do you have a favorite wild edible?
Ooh, Solomon seal.
Solomon seal. Yeah, it's like it's so fresh. It's like
an English pea.
Yeah,
it's
like a edamame sort of situation.
Yes,
yeah,
they're so good.
They're delicious.
And they like water, so they grow next to the river. And
cool.
And we talk about what you can and cannot eat.
Right.
In the river.
Right. And so what are some creatures that you see when you're in the river?
Ooh, I've seen all sorts of stuff at the river. I've seen a great blue heron fishing in the river. Yes.
Wow.
I've seen plenty of fish in the river. I've seen lots of different macroinvertebrates in the river.
Ooh, so macroinvertebrates, huh?
Meaning invertebrates, no spine, that you can see with your eye. So
that's the macro part. Not that they're giant.
Yeah, they're not huge. They're just bigger than micro. And so like any sort of like mayfly larva or caddisfly, those are really interesting, and they're always there. Salamanders, frogs.
Which is the one that builds the little stone house?
A little house with caddisflies. They're so cool.
Those are my favorite.
And they're also cool because they can't get away. So we
you can see them,
find them, so they don't swim.
Are you a pro at catching crawdads? Either of you?
No, I let the children do that. They're much better at it than me. I usually get pinched. Yeah,
I find that they do backflips and escape me, and I cannot catch them. Okay,
I think they can tell I've eaten a lot of them, so they're just like, stay away from her.
Right. Yeah, they know. They see you coming. So what are some things that you want to bring with you for the river hike?
Well, let's see. Since it is a water hike, during the course of a river hike, usually will like do part of the hike just walking on land, and then we'll do part of the hike in the water. And so for that, I usually tell people to wear a bathing suit, because a lot of times people do choose to get all the way in.
Yeah.
And that's great. But I do ask that people wear regular shoes when they're walking down there. But let me see what I bought. You got to bring water shoes. So these are my water shoes.
Oh.
But you can't really hike in these because they're open, but they're fine in the water because they've got a back strap. And I tell people to sometimes bring a towel, or you can air dry. And a rain jacket.
A raincoat. And that's in your pack too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have a different thought.
Oh.
I tell everybody bring a rain jacket.
Sure.
But if it rains, I have a waterproof backpack,
Ooh.
so my stuff is fine. And then I show them that it's okay to be uncomfortable and go through a little
Wow,
bit.
so brave. That is courage is the noblest of all attainments.
Well, you know, morale can go down when it starts to rain. So
Absolutely.
I think it's a good way of just showing them, you know, it's raining.
You're singing in the rain type,
yeah,
huh?
No big deal.
Good. We call it liquid sunshine.
You get wet when you take a shower.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. And it's
good.
never too cold.
Right.
So.
We like to have raincoats, and you know, just in case it gets too rainy. Sometimes it can be too rainy. All right. What else do you have in your backpack?
I have a water bottle.
Oh, a water bottle full of water.
There's water in here.
And you got one?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, we have some 3 delicious specimens of water bottle here. Oh yeah, look at that. You got you know, the thin variety, the voluminous variety. They all work. Do y'all have a favorite, like, so you like the aluminum? Is there
I think it tastes better.
Ooh.
18/8 stainless steel is the best. But these are adult size for our
right.
height. So I see a lot of kids with these, and they really don't need it to be this big. But
this
so maybe
was
that's
a child's. This came from the Lost and Thank You.
The Lost and Thank You. That's wonderful. So that's a really great size to check out. Cool. All right. So we've talked about mentor hikes. We've talked about water hikes. And so Emily, you brought your water shoes. But what shoes are you wearing on your hike? Yes. Where are your tennis shoes? Yeah. So you want to both have shoes that you can wear in the water, but also hiking shoes. Those are always important to have in every instance. Cool. Well, y'all, let's. This has been really wonderful. I want to close out with something that you're really looking forward to about summer camp this year. Feel free to go whenever you're ready.
I really miss the activities, which we're not really doing in spring.
Right.
It's just, you know, when you can really calm down and relax, it's really nice. And, you know, strange animals come up to you. You don't have to go searching for them in the woods. So
you've been doing Pioneer Cabin a little bit, right?
Which is mostly crafts.
Yeah, baking crafts. And can you tell us about something that you do in Pioneer Cabin?
Oh, I mostly stick to bracelets.
Yeah.
If a camper really doesn't want to do bracelets, then I have other backup things.
Right.
But I like bracelets because it gives us a chance, once we all know how to get them going, to kind of all sit in a circle and kind of casually talk.
Yeah. I love walking by and hearing your philosophy sessions with campers, and they love it. They have a great time.
Stick to artificial intelligence and blockchain.
The robot, the singularity, a topic close to me. All right, Emily, tell us something you're looking forward to.
Well, one thing that I'm really looking forward to is the GLP days, which are during the 2 and 3 week sessions, where we kind of halt normal activity and just do these just out there projects. And I just love coming up with weird things to do with the kids.
Love you had one called Crazy Old Bag.
We made
you made bags. That was really fun. And you've done really wonderful painting GLPs as well.
The blueberry pie one.
Yeah, cooking.
Bushwhacking.
Many glorious things. Cool. Well, thank you guys. I'm going to get back to camera here. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this bonus edition of the New Parent Orientations. If you have any questions about summer camp, about mentor hikes, what to bring, email me or give me a call. I'd love to talk about that. And let's, at home, please give a round of applause to my lovely guests, Emily and Andy, and special guest Jacqueline, who helped hold the thing for a little bit. All right. Well, until next time, I'm Avery. We'll see you soon.